Hey, 762 by 39 Klishikov, bringing you a review on a very interesting and beautiful shotgun that I had recently bought and modified to my liking. This is a Norinco shotgun, modeled after the famous Remington 870. Of course, for y'all that know Norinco, it is made in China. For y'all that are Chinese haters, fortunately, Norinco is this very high quality made weapon. For y'all that are, like I said, familiar with Mag 90, Mag 91 match, etc. Norinco makes a very high quality weapon and uses a high grade of steel. So fortunately, there's a high level of quality and durability with their builds. But this is, like I said, modeled after the Remington 870. This shotgun right here is actually imported by IAC. I think it's Inner Arms, Inner Arms Corporated, I believe. And a company that makes this particular weapon, or that markets it, is Hawk. And Hawk is made by Norinco. And of course, Hawk is imported by IAC. A lot of y'all are familiar with this 982 Norinco 98 98 PV, stuff like that. So there's a couple names for it, changed maybe from importer to importer, but the quality hasn't changed. If anything, it's gotten better. I know the earlier 982s, earlier 982s, 98s, the finish was a little, like, scuffed real easy, parkerized. This is like a, tell you the truth, this is almost like a Glock finish. This is a very, very high quality finish. I mean, you'd probably pay a good penny to have this kind of finish put on your weapon as a gunsmith. I wish I can get close enough in there to show the... So you can see that finish. It's a very nice finish. It doesn't scratch. The finish on the bolt, you can see where it's wearing out just a little bit. The finish on the bolt is different than from the finish on the barrel magazine tube and the receiver here and ghost ring sights. So of course, I guess I'll just start back here. For y'all that are, for y'all that know the Mesa Tactical telescoping stock, these cost pretty big penny, about $200, close to it anyways. I paid $170 for this one. Of course, the extra for the Mo stock and everything else, but I believe it's worth it. It's high quality. This is all aircraft aluminum. This adapter, the buffer tube, and of course they include a whole grip with a nice good palm swell in it, so they do include this with it. So it's a pretty good buy. Not too hard to install for y'all that have these on your Mossbergs as well. It's pretty simple. Just take out the long bolt that's in the original stock and pretty much install that. Once you put the adapter on, and for y'all that's put buffer tubes on ARs, it's pretty much no different. Let's see here. Of course, you can see that this does have ghost ring sights, which was a big seller for me, because I mean, it's a very high quality gun, and plus you get a bonus of having ghost ring sights with this weapon. So I'm not going to complain too much. There we go. Let's see if I can get on those letters. So you can see IAC, Billerica, made in China. I believe it says Billerica, MA, Massachusetts. Maybe it's where it's imported at. Not sure. On each side of this Mesa Tactical stock, you can tell that it does have place left and right for left and right shooters, single point sling. So that's a pretty good bonus there, and it does come with a single point sling swivel. It does include with the package. Of course, here we have the Magpul sling, and this is the fourth generation. Is it the fourth generation? No, it's the third generation. I'm sorry. They do have a fourth generation, but it's not out yet. I've seen it, but it's not on the market. That's the third generation sling. Of course, here Mesa Tactical side saddle. Very good high quality side saddle. Those that use the tack stars, those are good too. But these are, billet aircraft aluminum. A lot more durable. And also inside of the you can see here, and here, all the way through there. It's pretty much a rubber tubing, and that's to keep your shells in place, so they don't fall out when you're shooting. See here, 3-gun match, or if you're a tactical shooter, you do competition or just train. Go to classes or whatever. It's worth the money. It's between probably 65, maybe 50. I'm not sure how much I paid for it. I didn't pay too bad for it. I probably paid half a bill for it, a little bit more maybe. Again, these are ghost string sights. These are adjustable. Windage and elevation. And of course the receiver is tapped, as you can see, so you can take these off if you wanted to and install a rail, and put a EOTech or aim point on here if you'd like. But I tell you what though, this shotgun is extremely reliable. First time shoot it, 0 problems, at 0 stoppages. Of course, depending on the ammo you shoot, sometimes you might have a shell that won't extract all the way, and it'll be dangling out, because usually the high brass ones like to get stuck right here in the back of the port, and you just gotta flick them out, so it's no big deal. But other than that, man, I've never had no jams or nothing with this thing. Double feeds. And a lot of people don't know, but this being Norinco, and it's just cheaper than a Remington Express, and this is actually higher quality than a Remington A70 Express. I know some of y'all may disagree with that, but it's true. There's actually a secondary guide rail slot in this receiver to help these rails right here, of course, for the forend, to make it have a more smoothing and reliable charging. The metals that are used in this shotgun are actually a little bit more higher quality than in the Remington Express. I don't know if the same ones are used in the police model or whatever. I don't know if those are different, but I know this. I'm comparing this to the Express version. In the Express version of shotguns, you have a cast molded firing pin. And here, this is a solid steel, it's a milled firing pin. The extractor as well on the Express is cast molded, and if I can get a good enough focus on this extractor right here is actually milled. It's not cast. So there's a and the bolt as well on the Express. Believe it or not, the bolt is also cast. This bolt is milled out of steel. So pretty much all the parts in the bolt are milled out of pure, billet steel. And a lot of the parts in the Express are cast molded, which is a much cheaper process. Which is why the Remington Express is quite a bit cheaper than your police version or whatever you may have when it comes to Remington shotguns. Now, I'm not going to compare it to Mossberg, because I don't know Mossberg shotguns very well, except for when I was in the military. I had a 590, just with a plain old pistol grip and a rack in my turret next to my M4. But other than that, besides the Army, I've never owned a Mossberg. I never really liked the Mossberg design. I like the 870 design. To me, it's a little bit more better design, but that's just my opinion. Of course, up here we have the Magpul 870 4N. I do like it because you can put rails on either side like I have done, and a rail on the bottom. A lot of people don't like the AFG. You know, I do like the AFG. I don't like pistol grips because that it's not a stable platform at that point. It just moves side to side and wobbles way too much, and to me, I don't have a lot of stability while shooting the platform if I am having a pistol grip at the end. So with that, I can actually get a good firm grip, natural, point of aim with your hand when it grabs it, and of course get a good grip with my thumb around the left hand side. So I do like the AFG. This is the AFG 1. I don't like the AFG 2. It's too small for my hands. The AFG 1 is bigger and a lot more fatter on the sides. These wings are not on the AFG 2, so I do like the AFG 1 much better. Of course, for y'all that know Surefire, this is a M951 Model 2. There's two different models of the M951. This is the M951. And of course, you can change out the bulbs. These do come with your regular bulbed. These are not LEDs, because this being a incandescent light, it has a filter right here in the front, as you can see, and with the LED, maybe now they fixed it, but I know that the LED doesn't throw off, and the night vision, spectrum, it don't throw off that kind of light. Only the incandescent bulbs do so. And I think this particular incandescent bulb is 80 lumens, but you can buy one that up to 120 for the incandescent, which is pretty good for incandescent bulb. But you can buy, if you want, just take that off and buy a whatever 500 lumen LED for it, and it'll run it. I know a lot of people who have been trying to find tube extensions for their Norincos, 982s, Norinco 98s, whatever, and they can't find them at all. A while there, Scattergun Technologies made a really good one, but they went out of business, and/or they merged with Wilson Combat. But Scattergun Technologies no longer makes these for it, but they used to, and it worked very well with it. This one is made. A lot of people don't know about it because it's pretty much a no-name website, but it's a Choate machine and tool. If you go to the website, that's not the name of the website, but if you go to Google and just type in Choate, where like it says here in the in Choate Machine and Tool Company, it'll come up, and they actually sell a lot of different tubes for a lot of different shotguns, and they actually sell this tube specifically made for the Norinco made version of the Remington 870. Of course, this shotgun is clear. As you can see, the bolt head, I did clear it. I do plan on magnaporting this myself, or you probably do it myself. If I can't find the proper bits to do it with, I might have it just take it and do it, but I'm going to port the shotgun, absolutely. Porting a shotgun does take off, mitigates a lot of the recoil. Of course, this is the pressure pad for the Surefire. So yeah, you guys gotta watch out for y'all that buy these. There are a lot of counterfeits to these, and a good way to tell. So on the counterfeits right here, on the end where it attaches, it'll be all brass instead of rubber, and look really grainy. So look out for that. That's one of the tall tale signs of the fake one. So this is a genuine military one, brand new. But other than that, guys, Norinco 982 shotgun 870. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Great shotgun, very reliable. I love it. For y'all that have them, I'm glad that you got them. Anyways, y'all have a nice day.